So Brady Lowe's coming across. That ball only drops about 5 yards away from him.
But this Mountain Crest offense is just completely discombobulated. They can't block. They can't block if they either Ofengawe or Young Brown.
That may have been intentional grounding, but by rule, there's somebody in the area, so they're not going to call intentional grounding.
So this one back inside the 20. And again, Mountain Crest will have to rely on their defense. 8 minutes to play. There's still time.
I'm just not seeing it in their walk and their body language and their play calling. It's hard to tell what plays are being called, though.
Well, yeah, when you've
blown
got
up.
when you got a couple of defensive linemen that arrive at the same time the snap does.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what play you call.
No.
You know, what we haven't seen in this half is offside penalties. You wonder if maybe has Mountain Crest changed up their cadence? Have they gotten into one? Are they changing what they're doing? There's so many things, but really, just Westlake's done a great job. Here's Giro. This is exactly what, as we were talking to Mountain Crest staff before the game, what they were worried about. They are big and they are strong and they play fast and they've played a tough schedule.
Well, they've been really well coached as well. They've some pretty good play calls at the right time. And it's like an injury on the field. Remember 72, Tioni Finau, offensive lineman. Well, he is 6'2", 255, sophomore.
Wow. Well, and the Westlake defense kept them in the game when their offense just was not good in that first half. I mean, the first half they had 75 total yards. They almost tripled that in the third quarter alone. And their game plan changed. They came out and started working on the edges of that Mountain Crest D.
Like Spencer Brown was down as well. Getting a little help off. He's favoring that left leg.
Not going to help him. He's going to hop the whole way. There's one of his teammates come to help him.
Trainers don't want to get under there. Kind of sweaty. It's just sweaty Brown.
2nd and 4. As the shadows start to creep across the field here in Hiram. Boy, not much there. Austin Morgan hits the inside give on the motion. And in fact, he loses a yard. Another big third down for Mountain Crest. 3rd and 5. A long 5, and the clock keeps up that march toward triple zeros.
About to cross under the 7-minute mark. If Westlake can pick up the big first down here, that would be way more time off the clock. They're not going to get it.
Sorensen breaks out. Mountain Crest, I think, was trying to strip the ball, and Sorensen breaks out of there. He was stopped for about a 2-yard gain. And he just kept the legs churning, and he ends up picking up big yards.
I'll stop the clock to move the chains and then start it up again at 6:44. That's a great second effort by Sorensen. I thought for sure he was
17 yards.
Stopped short.
And you wonder sometimes, hey, as a defense, you're trying to make something happen. You're trying to strip that ball out of there, and you're not always trying to bring the guy down because you're trying to get that turnover. Couldn't tell that's what happened there. That Sorensen just kept churning. Mountain Crest starting to kind of sell out a little bit, trying to make a play. Now Sorensen ripping off big chunks of yardage, 6 yards there. There's a substitution. Porter Wilden replaces Zach Bitters.
Austin Morgan off under his own power, but hobbling as well. Been a big part of the offensive show we've seen from Westlake. Called his name a lot today.
Sorensen will keep it again. Slipping out of another missed tackle. And up to the 45-yard line of Mountain Crest, a 9-yard run. Again, a missed tackle.
Sorensen's done a great job rushing the ball in this fourth quarter, keeping possession on this series in particular. Another first down for Westlake, 5:17 on the clock.
Yeah, they're going to have to hurry. I think they're going to end up taking a penalty here. They haven't started to count yet. It ought to be real soon.
Back judge watching his watch, starting to count now.
Giro stopped at the line of scrimmage. For Mountain Crest, Ethan Peterson a little slow to get up. Finally does. And Westlake will take their time again. Mountain Crest has all three of their timeouts. You're under 4.5 minutes to play now.
Well, if you think you got a chance to get back in this game, you might start thinking about taking those, saving some time.
Sorensen puts it in the air and completes it. Out there to Sanderson, 5 yards.
Third down and 5 now, and the clock still runs on the completion. Really good play calling from Westlake today.
3rd and 5. This one's going to be down under 3.5 minutes before they have to snap this one. 2 long pass plays in the third period of 51 and 60 yards. Missed tackles on both. Sorensen unloads. They're going deep downfield and incomplete.
Did you see who was running that pattern?
Ofengawi. They were trying to get him on a. Mismatch out there with Zach Kimball. Zach Kimball's 5'9" and Ofengawi's 6'1". And Ofengawi's pretty fast. The Mustang offensive line and Eddie Hall can tell you that.
Yeah. He's about as fast as Eddie Hall, maybe a step short. There's a flag on the play.
Procedure on Westlake, so they'll back up. 12 penalties on Westlake. So Westlake with more penalties. Mountain Crest with more turnovers. One turnover for Westlake, 3 for the Mustangs. Sorensen, short kick, and it rolls inside the 20, inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line, so 3:16 to play. Eddie Hall and the Mustangs have 87 yards to go. Eddie and the Mustangs, it's a garage band.
Or a Nevada proprietary business.
Hall in the gun, in trouble. And on a face mask, they didn't see it. Goes back across his body and completes it to Webb.
All day. Those defensive line have been getting great pressure, but they just cannot get to Eddie Hall.
Are they going to call this a catch or what? Or not? Somebody's hurt at Saga for Westlake.
I think he's got cramps.
So are they calling this a catch or not? from Hall to Webb. Nope, they're not.
No.
What are they saying? That Hall stepped out of bounds? So it's a 5-yard loss.
3-yard loss.
Let's take a look and see.
Let's see.
It's a long way from us, and he was tiptoeing right along that
And
sideline.
it's tough to see that sideline through the peoples.
They got his face mask right there and
there's
turned
the
his
face
head all
mask.
the way around.
Yep.
You can see exactly where he stepped out, but you can't see that.
I guess his back heel might have hit that line.
Must have.
Well, this is not how Mountain Crest wants to go out of the playoffs. It's a very tough Westlake team. But if you're looking to the future as a Mountain Crest fan, they got a couple of kids coming back, Pututau and Hall both. Herbert's coming back.
They got a few.
Yeah, they got a few. Quite a few linemen coming back, I think.
Yeah. They got quite a few kids coming back, so. Well, they've got Saga sitting up now.
If he can't walk off on his own power, some trainer is going to earn his money today.
He's 6 feet tall and 285 pounds. He's putting his hat back on and getting up.
Kind of. 4 people pulled him up. That was a Herculean effort on their part. He's walking gingerly. I think he's got cramps in both legs.
Yeah, they were stretching those legs out, and he's walking on his heels with his toes up. Those calves are just cramping up on him, I think. He's done a lot of running.
They send out reinforcements to carry. I shouldn't laugh, but
well, he's a big kid.
He's a big kid.
That poor little trainer's not going to be able to carry him back over.
Look at that. He can't make it. They're going to have to carry him off. Ooh. Cramps are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to stop and take a break here. He's slipping. You ever watch the World's Strongest Man competition?
That's one of them there, huh?
Carrying this Atlas stone, yeah.
They're carrying the Atlas stone.
There it is. Good job.
About 285 pounds
Yeah,
he's listed at, and that's quite a load they're carrying all the way across the field. So. You can chuckle about it when you know it's just cramps, right?
Yeah.
Going deep, looking for Fuller. Has to wait for it, hauls it in. 90 yards, touchdown.
They threw a flag for...
They threw a flag back at the 8-yard line, about the 7-yard line. Was it celebration or something?
I think it might have been.
The touchdown counts, but now you got to kick a long extra point.
Let's see what happens here. The official on this near side, he's been jawing with Coach Wooten all day, and sometimes officials get a little attitude, and he threw that with some attitude.
Because there was nobody near. He just slowed down and walked in.
The flag was thrown for something.
Personal foul on Mountain Crest. Somebody must have hit somebody late. So a 90-yard touchdown.
I didn't see it happen, but I sure saw Carlson pleading his case.
That makes your average go up in a hurry. Or your total yardage. 194 yards and a touchdown now for Hall. 90 of those on that one play.
Well, we're about to see the most exciting play in football. The onside kick after this PAT
You'd
attempt.
think, and for Mountain Crest, they didn't have to use any of their timeouts. And the key to that play, Eddie Hall had enough time to stand back there and
Well, they only rushed 3 guys. First time almost all day we've only seen 3.
if they get the ball back, if Mountain Crest gets the ball back, you think you only see a 3-man rush?
No. Even when they've only shown 3, they've still blitzed guys.